Greetings from Lagos. I'm your host, Aritokpo, and this week, African Voices is bringing you the story of a change maker right here in Nigeria who's come up with a way to get people excited about recycling their trash. It's an innovative plan that's gaining international recognition.
Make it easier for Nigerians to recycle. My name is Bilikiss Adebiyi Abiola, and I'm a change maker.
How do you make a viable model for collecting plastics at scale? Trust me, it's a very hard question, especially when you factor in a challenging city like Lagos.
Taking on that challenge is the reason Bilikiss and her brother are being honored by the King and Queen of Belgium at this lavish event in the Royal Palace of Brussels. But in order to get the opportunity to hobnob amongst royals and dignitaries, Bilikiss spent a lot of time amongst Nigeria's trash.
You know, this kind of trash, if it's not collected, it ends up, going into the drainages. And we actually go in and clean up all these, these kinds of things, and show people that their communities can actually be clean. But just to be transparent, we cleaned this up about 2 months ago, and this is what we have back now. And so what we are trying to do at Wecyclers is to encourage people not to dump their trash, because trash is actually valuable. It's going to empower them.
Empowering people with their trash. That's the premise behind the business Bilikiss started in 2012.
So there are some of our subscribers here. They brought some of their waste plastics, and they bring this every day.
When these women bring the plastics they've collected, they're given points based on the weight. The points add up, and after a certain time, they can redeem the points for either a gift or cash. Wecyclers makes money by bundling the recyclables and selling them to international plastic buyers. We first met Bilikiss a couple of years after she started the company.
Wecyclers, our goal is not just to become a huge company and be rich. It's to help people get out of poverty, show them how to improve their lives in some way or the other. And if we can do that for just one person, we would have been able to beat our expectations. So we said, okay, we're going to figure out a way to collect that trash and sell it.
Back then, the company consisted of just a small staff who collected trash on bicycles.
We had zeroed in on the demographic. We knew that we didn't want to do the high-income people. We wanted low-income people. And even at that point, we had gotten a location, so the government gave us a space. And we had already found the location, and we were just ready to run. So in July, we came back to Nigeria, and we just started building the first bicycles. So at that point, we had been working for 3 months collecting trash. So we collected plastic bottles, pure water sachets, and so, wanted to now sell plastic bottles. And we had a lot. At that point, we felt, oh, the whole place is full. So we told the buyer to send his truck, and he was nice enough to send his truck. And I remember because the truck could only take 500 kilograms. So we followed the truck to the factory, and we're very excited. They weighed the truck, and we're ready to collect our money. And it was basically, they said they were buying 25 naira per kilogram, and it was 500 kilograms. So that was 12,500 naira, which is about $83. And that was for about 2 months of work. We're paying staff salary, we're paying for different things. So it didn't make any sense. It was crazy. So I asked him at that point, I said, okay, how can I make more money from you? And he said, the best thing you can do is get a baling machine. And the baling machine, you can actually compact it. And, when I come and pick it up from you, you can get more into the truck, and I'll pay you a bit more money.
Though not yet profitable, the company is a much bigger operation today.
So Wecyclers now, we've grown. We have hubs which are basically where the waste that we collect gets sorted and baled before we sell it to recyclers. We have 4 hubs in Lagos State. We have 4 collection kiosks. So we've also extended the model to the point where we have a kiosk in various communities, and those kiosks are just collection points that the communities can go and drop off their waste. We also have trucks that collect waste. Now we have actually a compaction truck. We have about 150 or so employees. Now we collect over 100 tons of just plastic alone every month, over 100 tons.
So this is the Wecyclers head office. This space here was initially meant to be a car area, a parking lot. But when people found out that Wecyclers was here, they started bringing in their trash. This actually represents about 3 tons of trash, and that's on the average what we get on a daily basis. We're here on Lagos Island. This is the Wecyclers headquarters. So this building is it's actually a very historic building. It's part of the heritage of Wecyclers, and it has a special significance for us because my great-grandfather, his name is Jubil Martin. He was one of the first lawyers in Nigeria. In fact, I think he was the first Muslim lawyer, one of the first Muslim lawyers. And this was his home. So my dad, our dad actually grew up in this home. And when we came back to Nigeria, we were really worried because the house was falling into disrepair. And so when we had the opportunity to rent it and take it over, we did. And we've been able to take care of the building and make sure that the memory of all the people that developed this place are not forgotten.
The idea for Wecyclers started when Bilikiss attended college in the United States.
I actually started getting interested in recycling when I was a student at MIT Sloan. That was around 2011. I took a class called Development Ventures, and the class talked about people that earn less than $2 a day. And one of their big issues is waste management.
Bilikiss and her classmates came up with an idea to address the issue, got a grant, and went to Nigeria to put the idea to a test.
If we did not build something that could scale, we would just end up being a small NGO, So we said, okay, we're going to be a social enterprise. Collection is the white elephant in the room. It's easy to set up a recycling plant, but if you don't have a collection network where you can actually collect the trash in a reliable fashion, then it's dead.
By incentivizing people to collect and give their recyclables to Wecyclers, the company turned the people of Nigeria into their collection network.
So she's bringing in our trash, and this is kind of what we get on a daily basis. They feel like they own the business, which is good. So the thing about Wecyclers, it's a community business, so we want to make sure we're very close to the community.
It's her love for her community that turned a class project into a company that's received international recognition.